the truth.
This is a very important meeting for the South Koreans. China is South Korea's biggest trading partner, and there has been tension in the relationship over the last year, largely revolving around the biggest kind of source of tension in the region, and that, of course, is North Korea. So Moon Jae-in has arrived in Beijing. Part of his delegation includes some celebrities, a very famous Korean actress, members of a K-pop boy band, but already there has been a new problem that's arisen, and that is that a member of the South Korean president's press pool appears to have been beaten up by security at a Korean-Chinese trade event that the South Korean president was attending. The South Korean Foreign Ministry has expressed concern about this and is calling for an investigation after this reporter for a Korean newspaper, a business newspaper, was kicked on the ground and apparently bloodied by unidentified men at this trade event, and has been taken to a hospital for treatment. And opposition parties here in Seoul are already making hay out of this, Max. The spokesman for the Liberty Party has called this an attack on a member of the South Korean president's press pool, an act of terror against South Korea, and there have been calls for Moon Jae-in to cancel the trip entirely. Of course, this journalist being beaten just hours before the South Korean president was treated to red carpet treatment alongside the Chinese leader Xi Jinping, with a ceremonial honor guard there as well. Max?
And Matt, this isn't the sort of publicity, obviously, that Beijing's looking for from this trip.
No, absolutely not. China really likes these kind of events to be very much staged in a very proper way, in a very controlled way. This is not what they want to come out of this. Having a lot of experience at these kind of events, though, I can tell you that sometimes Chinese security, and we don't know if this was private security, if it was government security from the Chinese, but things can certainly escalate sometimes because they're not a big fan of free press generally. But we, again, don't know really all of the context surrounding why that journalist was attacked by those security guards in that way. But clearly you can see by the pictures he did get injured there. But in terms of what the Chinese are trying to get out of this trip, I mean, they're really trying to defrost, really, what had become an icy relationship between South Korea and China because of the deployment of that missile defense system. China had effectively frozen South Korea out of its economy for a while there, causing billions of dollars, so specifically in the tourism industry, with Chinese tourists not really going to South Korea the same way because China canceled charter flights. So this is something that is a distraction to the Chinese, what happened to this journalist, but I don't think that the Chinese government is going to look at that and let that derail the broader implications here, which is China wants to get back on the same page with South Korea because they have a common issue to deal with, and that's North Korea.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my